Lately, I've been sitting a lot with autopilot. This idea of autopilot, the bubble bath, the comfort is the comfort that is the seductiveness of life that just keeps you in the same patterns over and over and over again. And it's interesting because along this journey of healing that I'm on, what I'm noticing is that the reason that my life has looked the way that it has so many times is because of comfort. It's because of getting into a bubble bath of beliefs and ideas. The bubble bath is the most comfortable thing, right? It's cozy, it's warm, it's got nice shiny bubbles. You know, but it's also an illusion. It's an illusion of promise. It's an illusion of ideas that are born out of a place of nothingness. You know, in the bubble bath, there is everything that everyone could ever want, but it's not real, right? It's the illusion that somebody is going to show up at your door to save you. It's the illusion that you're going to be okay or you're going to get better even if you don't do the work. And it's just not real. So I come to this point of exploring comfort, discomfort, familiarity, bubble bath, seductiveness, the this seductive nature that is so many things out there. You could call them vices, um, but things that keep you trapped inside of mediocrity, and you just have absolutely zero idea of how far away it's pulling you from potential. And it's interesting. This is about no BS. This is about looking it straight in the face and recognizing it for what it is. There are multiple layers to this too. It's kind of like how, you know, I look at defense mechanisms, right? Defense mechanisms are so interesting. This is looking specifically at um, Freud's psychoanalytic theory. All these different defense mechanisms that we learn growing up. Projection, displacement, regression, suppression, sublimation. All these different things. They're so interesting. Why can't we just be like? Can we just live without defense mechanisms? Can you just go to somebody and tell them the truth 100% and not worry about any backlash? Maybe you can. Maybe you can't. Is this why some people lie? Yeah, maybe. For me, what I'm looking at right now is just having absolute clarity and having the capacity to be able to communicate that to myself and to other people clearly, openly, consistently, with absolutely no anxiety around it because of the potential of worrying about what they might think about me or whatever, you know, shitstorm of a direction their mind and heart might take. There's a lot of comfort in these things like defense mechanisms, right? Denial, right? Um, pro- uh, Projection, putting your shit onto somebody else, looking at somebody else's life and seeing a flaw and then displacing, like, I can't believe this person did. Well, you're really only saying that because you did something that makes you mind blown about the fact that you ever did it. I'm talking about comfort here in more than one ways, in more than one way. It's not just a matter of, you know, getting into that bubble bath and believing that your life is going to be saved from the fucking cesspool that it is. Right? A lot of people are in terrible fucking situations. A lot of people are in seriously messed up situations. And they're laying in that bubble bath, and every day they just keep adding more comfort to it. And they have this idea that somebody magically is going to save them. Nope. Not going to happen. And then, like, I'm looking even more so, I'm looking to expand myself as I heal. I'm not just looking to be like, okay, well, that's what messed me up. All right, let's do the opposite. I get like, no, like, let's stop the denial. Let's stop the projecting. Let's stop the displacement. Let's stop the suppression. Let's bring all of the energy back to myself, all of the awareness back to myself, and be responsible for myself only. And of course, like how I treat other people is my responsibility as well, but there's so much comfort that I've been living in that has really messed me up, like, beyond belief. And there's so much time that I've wasted on things that are just not important. There's so much energy that I've wasted on things that are not important. And I'm just looking at it now, and it's like, well, yeah, you don't need to do any of those things. And I'm also looking at it too. It's like, if you look at your day, you recognize that you have 24 hours. You sleep 6 to 8 of them, right? What are you doing for the rest of those 24 hours? Are you just on autopilot and just doing what it is that you're comfortable with? Mindless bullshit? Or are you actually recognizing that you can attack the shit out of your craft or out of your crafts, right? Whatever it is that you're going after. There's so much comfort and familiarity, and that is what I am trying to eradicate. And it's wild.